December 24th, a mess stage for those who feel in silence. If today is December 20th and your heart isn't celebrating like everyone else, stay here for a moment. You don't have to leave. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to explain anything. Maybe today you look at the clock and feel the day weighs more than others. Maybe you remember how these dates used to be. Maybe there's an absence no one mentions, but it sits with you in silence. Maybe the person you loved is no longer at the table. Maybe their chair is empty. Maybe their name isn't spoken, but their memory lives on in every corner. And even if you smile, even if you participate, even if you try to keep up with the night, inside, something hurts. I want to tell you this clearly and respectfully. There is nothing wrong with you for feeling this way. Christmas doesn't always feel like a celebration. Sometimes it feels like a deep nostalgia, like a memory that arrives without warning, like an emotion that doesn't know where to settle. Maybe today you're far from your family, in another country, in another city, in another season of your life. And even though you know you love them, and they love you, the distance weighs heavy. Because there are hugs that can't be replaced, and presences that can't be filled by calls. Or maybe you're surrounded by people. A full house. The table set. Photos ready. Laughter in the air. But inside, you feel empty. And that emptiness isn't always understood. It doesn't always have a clear explanation. It's just there. Like a tired soul, like a quiet sadness. And I want you to hear this carefully. Feeling this way doesn't make you ungrateful. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you less. It makes you human. There are pains that don't disappear because of lights. There are absences that don't vanish because it's Christmas. There are hearts still healing. Even when the calendar says today we should celebrate. If you lost someone, that person wasn't erased from your life. They didn't leave your story. They live on in what they taught you, in what they changed in you, in the way you now see life. Missing someone isn't moving backward. Missing someone is loving in a different way. If you're far from the ones you love, remember that love doesn't understand distance. Miles don't break real bonds. They only test them. And if you're surrounded by people but feel alone, don't judge yourself. Sometimes the soul gets tired of holding smiles. Sometimes it just needs permission to rest. Tonight, you don't have to be strong. You don't have to show joy. You don't have to meet anyone else's expectations. Tonight, you can lower your guard. You can breathe deeply. You can allow yourself to feel without guilt. If you need to cry, that's okay. If you need silence, that's okay. If you need to step away for a moment, that's okay too. God is not offended by your sadness. He doesn't step away because you're not smiling. He doesn't measure your faith by your mood. He is especially close. Two tired hearts. To those who keep going even when it hurts. To those who love in silence. Maybe today there isn't overflowing happiness, but there is something deeper. There is endurance. There is love still alive. There is hope, even if it's small. And that also counts. Christmas doesn't always arrive with gifts. Sometimes it arrives with questions. With memories. With processes that are not yet finished. But even there, God is still working, even in the silence, even in the emptiness, even when you don't feel Him. If today your heart feels heavy, it doesn't mean it's empty. It means it has loved deeply, and loving deeply always leaves marks. But it also leaves purpose. May this night not demand more than you can give. May it not force you to be who you are not today. May it allow you simply to exist. May peace find you, even if it doesn't come wrapped in joy. May rest arrive, even if your heart is still healing. And remember this, gently, without pressure. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not failing. Tonight, even if the world celebrates differently, your process is still valid. And that is also Christmas.